the government is not doing much to educate the citizens on property tax. That's the view of Mickela Panday. And therefore, the attorney, along with a group of concerned citizens and technocrats, have decided to visit various communities to fill the void. The campaign was launched at the Radisson Hotel this morning, where Ms. Panday said the tax is law, but it should be justified.
People shouldn't have to foot the bill for successive governments' wanton wastage and mismanagement of the country's resources. That being said, the property tax is the law, and as such, our intention is to go to from village to village, town to town, and speak directly with people all over the country, with a group of technocrats and experts.
Police are investigating a murder which took place last night. The victim has been identified as 29-year-old Atiba Rodriguez from Sherwood Park in Arima. According to reports, at around 9:30, Rodriguez was sitting in his vehicle at Edward Street off Mausica Road when a gunman went up to him. The suspect is said to have shot him several times before fleeing the scene. Trinidad and Tobago should have contingency plans in place to deal with an influx of Venezuelans to this country. This is the view of a Wall Street journalist based in Caracas. He says people there are looking to survive and have been moving to other Latin American countries.
But as the economy collapses, more and more people are considering emigrating. There's thousands of people are flooding into Colombia every day, into Brazil. Trinidad, of course, is just a small island off the coast, and it's next to quite remote and sparsely populated parts of Venezuela. But I think as the situation continues to get worse, we are approaching a point, something resembling Cuba, maybe in the 60s or in the 80s.
In a bit of sports now, it seems as though Ben Johnson can't catch a break since his sole disgrace. And a new television advert in which he's featured has been heavily criticized by Australia's anti-doping authority for making light of the use of performance-enhancing drugs. Canadian Johnson was stripped of 100-meter Olympic gold from Seoul in 1988 after testing positive for a banned steroid. And in the advert, he says a betting firm's mobile phone app tested positive for speed and power again and again, and included several doping puns, one of which read, "A hit with performance enhancement experts all over the world." The company has defended the advert and says it will not be pulled. But the ad has drawn strong criticism in Australia, which sees the move as glorifying a drug cheat, tying it in with gambling and promoting it to kids in a light-hearted way, which many deem highly inappropriate. Now for the weather with Ian Wallace.
The dense layer of Saharan dust will linger over both islands. Authorities do advise that the dust can cause breathing issues for those with asthma and pollen allergies. It's been hot once again, 34 degrees Celsius in Trinidad, 31 degrees Celsius in Tobago. Expect a breezy and warm night above 26 degrees Celsius. After midnight, hillsides of the Northern Range and Tobago may catch a blustery shower. Away from the hills, it will be hazy and breezy, however. For mariners heading out, look for white capping, sea spray and moderately choppy seas with swells from the east-northeast of 9 to 10 seconds and wind waves of 2 to 2.5 meters and easterly winds of 20 knots Tuesday. Tide is low at 7:30 p.m. then high at 7 a.m. That's the latest weather, and I am meteorologist Dean Wallace.
And that was your CNews update. I am Karen Kuzia Phillip.